The 1935 Intentona served as a foundational legend for the armed forces and for the increasingly virulent anti-communist movement that overtook the military and society in general. Every year, on November 27th, the military gathered in front of a memorial structure on Praia Vermelha, or Red Beach, to commemorate the defense against the communist rebellion, and a powerful myth took shape. The military came to tell the story that November 1935 was not a conventional attack on military barracks. The tale became that communists snuck into the chambers of officers and stabbed them to death while they slept. This parable of unique communist evil was disproved many decades later by careful historical investigation. As historian Rodrigo Pato Samata affirms, citing autopsy reports, no one died from a stab wound that morning. After all, it would be curious to imagine professionals from the Brazilian armed forces, no matter what their political convictions, carrying out a military uprising using daggers. Communists with knives drawn, ready to stab you in your sleep, became a common trope in Brazil's voluminous anti-communist material over the next few decades. In the press, you could also find illustrations indicating that communists were insects that could only be exterminated with liberty, the family, and morality. Communism was called a plague, a virus, or cancer, terms that were also hurled at communists at the time in nearby Argentina. More often than not, communism was associated with pure evil or witchcraft, drawn with the use of demons or satanic beasts such as dragons, snakes, and goats. There was often the implication or outright depiction of sexual perversion and deviancy. Launching false accusations of communism could also be profitable. Police, soldiers, and low-level politicians would find evidence that a certain citizen was communist, earning more resources for their departments, or very often, generating direct bribes. The fascist political party Ação Integralista Brasileira, AIB, reportedly used classic extortion tactics on small businesses, but with an anti-communist twist. In the dark of night, party members would cover the walls of shops and homes with seemingly communist graffiti. Then they'd show up a few days later, asking the owners to make donations to the AIB to prove to the concerned citizens in the neighborhood that they weren't actually communists.